Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are taking a journey back in time to explore the incredible story of one of the most iconic and influential rock bands the world has ever known, Queen. From their humble beginnings in London in 1971 to becoming a global phenomenon, Queen's saga is a powerful tale of raw talent, groundbreaking innovation, and pure, unadulterated rock and roll magic. So, grab your headphones, turn up the volume, and let's dive deep into the legacy of Queen. Our story begins with four immensely talented musicians: the one and only Freddie Mercury on piano and lead vocals, the legendary Brian May on guitar, the steady and brilliant John Deacon on bass, and the powerhouse Roger Taylor on drums. Each member brought a unique style, a distinct flair, and an individual creative genius. When these four forces collided, they forged a sound that was not just new, but instantly and forever recognizable. But before the world knew them as Queen, the roots of the band were already taking hold. Brian May and Roger Taylor were part of a promising band called Smile, along with their lead singer and bassist, Tim Staffel. A certain young man, then known as Farrokh Bulsara, was a huge fan of Smile. He loved their energy, saw their immense potential, and often offered them his own creative ideas. That young fan, of course, was Freddie Mercury. He was already dreaming of something bigger, something more theatrical, something grander. In 1970, a pivotal moment arrived when Tim Staffel decided to leave Smile. The band was at a crossroads, and their future seemed uncertain. But this was the opportunity Freddie had been waiting for. He stepped in, and his arrival was nothing short of transformative. It wasn't just his extraordinary four-octave vocal range that changed the game. It was his vision. He brought a new level of showmanship and ambition. One of his first and most crucial suggestions was to rename the band. He proposed Queen. It was bold, audacious, and unforgettable, just like him. And with that, Queen was born. The lineup wasn't quite complete. They needed a bassist who could keep up with their complex musical arrangements and dynamic energy. After a few false starts, they found their missing piece in early 1971, the quiet, brilliant John Deacon. His melodic bass lines would become the secret ingredient, the solid foundation upon which Queen's elaborate musical tapestries were built. Together, these four individuals began a journey that would blend hard rock, pop, opera, and a sense of theatricality in a way the world had never, ever heard before. Queen released their self-titled debut album in 1973. It was a solid start and received a decent reception in the UK, hinting at the power that was yet to be fully unleashed. But it was their second album, Queen II*, released in 1974. That truly began to showcase the band's ambitious and complex musical vision. This was followed later the same year by Sheer Heart Attack*, which featured their first major international hit, Killer Queen. This track was a perfect showcase of their unique style, witty lyrics, intricate harmonies, and Brian May's signature multi-layered guitar sound. The world was starting to pay close attention. And then, in 1975, everything changed. Queen released their fourth album, A Night at the Opera*. On it was a song that would defy all conventions, break every rule of pop music, and become one of the greatest songs ever recorded, Bohemian Rhapsody. At nearly 6 minutes long, this track was a revolutionary masterpiece, seamlessly blending a rock anthem, a heartfelt ballad, and a full-blown operatic section into a single, cohesive experience. Record labels were skeptical, saying it was too long for radio. But the band insisted, and their belief paid off. The song soared to #1 in the UK for 9 weeks and became a top 10 hit in the US, launching Queen from rock stars into global superstars. They had arrived. Following this monumental success, Queen proved they were no one-hit wonder. In 1977, they released News of the World*, an album that gave the world two of the most enduring anthems in music history, We Will Rock You and We are the champions. These songs were written with audience participation in mind, designed to be sung by thousands in massive arenas. And that's exactly what happened. They became staples at sporting events, rallies, and celebrations worldwide, demonstrating Queen's unparalleled ability to write music that could unite millions of people in a single voice. Throughout the 1980s, Queen's reputation as one of the world's premier live stadium bands was solidified. They toured relentlessly, delivering spectacular, high-energy shows to sold-out crowds across the globe. Their performance at the Live Aid concert in 1985 at Wembley Stadium is legendary. In just 21 minutes, Queen delivered a set that is widely considered one of the greatest live performances in the history of rock music. It wasn't just a concert, it was a masterclass in stage presence, a showcase of musical perfection, and a powerful testament to the unifying force of music. On that day, they weren't just the best band at the event. Many would argue they were the greatest band in the world. However, behind the scenes, a shadow was looming. Tragically, on November 24, 1991, Freddie Mercury passed away due to complications from AIDS. His death was a devastating blow to the world of music and marked the end of an era for Queen. The magic of that original lineup was gone forever. John Deacon, deeply affected by Freddie's loss, found he could no longer continue without him and retired from the music industry in 1997. But the music of Queen was too powerful to fade away. Brian May and Roger Taylor felt a duty to carry the legacy forward. They continued to perform Queen's music for new generations of fans. For a time, they collaborated with the talented vocalist Paul Rodgers, forming Queen plus Paul Rodgers, touring the world from 2004 to 2009. More recently, they've been touring with the phenomenal Adam Lambert, whose own theatricality and incredible vocal talent have brought Queen's music to life for a whole new audience, proving that the show must and will go on. Throughout their incredible career, Queen released 18 #1 albums, and their record sales are estimated to be as high as 300 million worldwide, making them one of the best-selling music artists of all time. They received the Brit Award for Outstanding Contribution to British Music in 1990 and were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2001. Their list of accolades is endless. Queen's phenomenal rise to fame wasn't just about raw talent. It was about their fearless vision, their relentless creativity, and their incredible ability to constantly evolve. They fearlessly mixed genres, brought a new level of theatricality to rock concerts, and wrote radio-friendly hits without ever compromising their artistic integrity or losing their hard rock edge. Freddie Mercury's flamboyant charisma, Brian May's genius guitar work, Roger Taylor's powerful and precise drumming, and John Deacon's innovative bass lines created a perfect, magical combination that the world had never seen before and will never see again. Even today, decades after they first burst onto the scene, Queen's music continues to resonate. It inspires, it excites, and it moves people of all ages. From the operatic grandeur of Bohemian Rhapsody to the foot-stomping power of We Will Rock You, and the heartfelt emotion of Love of My Life. Their legacy is absolutely timeless. The story of Queen is the ultimate rock and roll fairy tale. It's a perfect example of how four unique individuals, united by a shared passion and an unbreakable creative bond, can change the world of music forever. So, next time you hear a Queen song on the radio, remember the journey, the small pubs in London, the early rehearsals, the bold experimental albums, and the meteoric rise to global superstardom. That's the story of Queen. That's a chapter of rock history that will never be forgotten. Thank you so much for watching and staying with us until the end. If you enjoyed this look into the legacy of Queen, please give this video a like, drop a comment with your favorite Queen song, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories about the legends of rock. Keep the music alive, and we'll see you in the next one.